You have extensive experience in this area. Not only were you a CIA analyst for many years, you also worked on the National Security Council. Talk to me about the tone of this complaint. You saw problems in the tone, correct?
Well, I'll tell you, this was the strangest whistleblowing complaint I've ever seen. I've seen a bunch of them at the CIA and the House Intelligence Committee staff. It looked like a law professor wrote it. And I mean, you know, you and I know how to use footnotes, but lawyers use them in a certain way. This had the detailed type of footnote that, frankly, a judge or a law firm would use. And that's what Jay Sekulow said today, one of the president's attorneys. But what's disturbed me even more than that, I mean, that suggested that there was outside help. The subject matter of this complaint, that is that the president allegedly put pressure on the Ukrainian government to go after Joe Biden and his son. Adam Schiff was saying exactly the same thing last month, and Schiff sent a tweet at the end of August. It was identical to this complaint. Now, I've talked to a member and a staff member of the House Intelligence Committee, and they agree with me. It looks like there was outside help in writing this whistleblower complaint, and that outside help may have come from the Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee, and I think certainly their attorneys.
So would this mean, in your opinion, that Adam Schiff was essentially lying to the American people when he claimed that he hadn't seen this? Do you believe there's reason to think that Schiff had, in fact, heard about this, if not read it himself?
Well, it seems awfully coincidental that Schiff is talking about this very issue for weeks before a whistleblowing complaint that he supposedly never knew nothing about fell in his lap. And I should tell you that a lot of whistleblowers and people who are disgruntled in the intelligence community, they come directly to the intelligence committees. They're not supposed to. But I was on the intelligence committee staff. People came to see me all the time from the intelligence community. They'd talk to me, they'd give me documents, they'd call me without telling their bosses. I think that happened here.
Interesting. I guess the only way to get to the bottom of this would be to ask the whistleblower himself under oath if he told the Democrats or Congress or who helped him formulate the complaints. I don't know how else we'd get to the bottom of that.
That's right. And frankly, the Republican members of the Intelligence Committee, they are anxious to do that, to put this guy under oath and say, who helped you write this complaint? You didn't write it yourself. You're a political analyst at the CIA. You're not an attorney. You obviously didn't write that. I couldn't write this memo, and I use footnotes in writing that I've done. This is very advanced legalese, and it could be this guy had an attorney working with him at the CIA, but in addition to that, we had to explain why it is he wrote a whistleblowing complaint on something that Adam Schiff was already pushing to the news media.
Right.